All right, so common question going around anymore is, what different options can I get when I buy a race car? What's out there? You see every one of the fans and stands goes, well, what's a rubber floor car? What's a driver back car? What's a tall cage car? What's a hockey stick floor? What's the different things that I look for when you're buying, especially a Bicknell. Now this is a Bicknell, obviously we've run since for a while. Look at my hands, how greasy they are. So me and BP3 are gonna walk you through it. I see dancing. So a couple common things is, the first one everyone asks is what the floor is. So I kind of want to bring it over here. So this is actually a new car we just built on that side, or in the process of building. Hold on a second. So we got a noisy man over here, but he's doing okay. So this is actually a rubber floor. So you ever hear, what's a rubber floor? Well, they take the cross members out, and if Mandee can show you, this car you can kind of see it's early, and it's all bolted in with a rubber floor. So your floor sits on rubber, so it gives you more drive and flexibility on that. This is a version 2. Version 3 is this is all solid with just rubber bushings in the sliders, which lets your rubber floor part of it flex as well. And then there's the standard floor where you have none of this and it's just a solid floor and there's no rubber.
The starter.
So that's when you hear people say version 2 rubber floor. So for a long time everyone goes, I want a driver back car. So what does that mean? So if you look, when a Bicknell was originally built, the frame was your 2x4 where you sit was about here. We're 3 inches further back than we used to. That was put into place about 2010 or so. We moved everyone back.
And that's where the gas goes.
And that's where the gas goes. And then for a couple years there, everyone was under this tall cage kick. So what we did is years ago, if you look, right about here was the cage. So when people were flipping, they were bowing this bar right here down. So what they did was they went 2 inches taller on the cage, and then this is actually what I call the dirt bar. And actually should be mandatory on everything. You've seen a couple wrecks there. As tongue licker over here. It keeps going. This actually bowed this bar down. So what they did is they put what we call the dirt bar in, or Larry White bar, because he's the one that really took the flex on it, and supported this chassis. So when you hear tall cage, this is the tall cage, driver back, version 2 rubber floor. So the new thing nowadays is...
And this is a flippy part for the this hits the wall and it makes you flip.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
So the next big thing is nowadays is, you hear short rods, long rods, all this different techniques. So just this past year or two, T.O., Bicknell and all them, they kind of took, so what we used to go is we used to have torsion racks in the car. So now we took out the torsion racks. So the newer cars have no torsion racks in them. So they're straight, you can't put no bars in it. It's going to be a straight coil car. And then you hear short rods, long rods. What's the difference in short rods, long rods? Well, this would be a short rod bracket. Actually, the cars nowadays come with these already built in back here. So I would say 6 out of 10 Bicknells are built with that already. But I wanted the option to go to a long rod. So a long rod would be up here. So you're making your rods about 6 inches shorter on the right side and about 7 on the left side. And we'll swing around to that side to show you where we're going to go. All right, so we'll keep this going on the side. So I was talking about short rods on this side of it. So this is a short rod left side bracket that they sell. Really, the new cars, if you wanted to, you can go straight mount in here and get rid of this whole bracketry. This is when you hear people go short rods, long rods. Long rods would be this much longer. You're shortening your rod angles up and stuff when you switch to this. Another few other items in there is, there used to be a thing we call hockey stick floors, non-hockey stick floors. So if you ever hear hockey stick and non-hockey sticks, it's kind of tough here because I got everything powder coated. But this is right here, this style here, it looks like a hockey stick. So they put in a hockey stick floor. So it used to come in on square of an angle. So that's another option they put in. Plus they tilt these cars up. So the way our technology changed a little bit is we're so far up on the right front that we've taken and put angles in the bars so that we don't bottom out frames. So it's a little bit of a different options and different things that we've changed and evolutionized over the years.
This is where the wheel goes.
The wheel goes there. So as times have changed and you hear drivers talk about long rods, short rods, no rack. There's just different options. I mean, this is kind of where we got at this side of it. You'll notice different people have different things, but this is the main focus when you're trying to buy a car, what to look for in a car. So everyone asks too, like, what's the rules on bodies? So one thing to do if you gotta know where you're gonna run and what your body rules are. Up in New York, the body rules are dirt, or I can't remember, this is a dirt body. So I think it's 41 inches, and then on Deo you get 2 or 3 inches more on that side of it. So you'll notice your doors are much taller in the way they sit on that
And
side.
this number right here is our racing number.
So they always say what kind of preference are you looking for in different types of tracks. So for years it was bars rule on a little bit of brown, a little bit of tacky because they have more forgive. Coils don't react. To me, coils and left side seem to be perfect when there is no moisture at all on the track. But we've come so far that they've come to the point where they've gotten good in the bite too. But a bar car seems to work really good when there's a little brown and movability. The coils just have that tight and react to it. But it's a thing you gotta enact and make work. So that's kind of what the options are when you're looking for it to buy it. Another thing to look for when you're buying a car is you always look at serial numbers. So I don't know if you've ever read a serial number, but Bicknell does 20, 21, 15. So it's the 15th built in 2021. So it's kind of something thing. And if you notice, I'm a little OCD and I had to have the 15th one built. So it's just something to look at as you're going through and the different angles and different things you can request. There's other options and stuff, obviously, but they're the main options when you're buying a car of what to look for and what to make sure you're getting. So thank you for watching tonight. It is the middle of November. Right now, I don't know when you're going to see this, but we are wrapping things up and just kind of giving you an idea. They already know that. So thank you for watching. Always good to stay soon, and thanks for having me.
We'll have more. Lots of more information coming at you, maybe some BP3 footage as well. So thank you everyone. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the newsletter, and
like Mandee Pauch Racing and all that other stuff. So see you soon. We've got a lot yet.
We're going to do one of the motor tests. See how it goes for next year.
okay. See you guys.
See ya.